Hello, viewers all over the world. Welcome back to our channel. We meet once again today. Today is yet another day. Okay, in our previous presentation, we were talking about fitting terminals to our Arduino development board. So this is how it looks after we've put in a case and connecting terminals. So today we just want to go ahead and look at driving a relay or interfacing our development board to loads that can take up to 240 volts. Maybe you want to drive some lights, or you want to drive a single phase electric motor, right? This is what you need to do. You just need to use this type of board. It's a board that has got opto couplers. So opto couplers make it possible for our development board to drive a load of 240 volts or 30 volts or DC or AC using a relays. So this is another way of coupling. Maybe you were wondering, can I really use this Arduino to drive an electric motor? Maybe it's a house, you want to drive a pump to pump water, or maybe you've got an irrigation system that you want to be managed by your controller. My answer is yes, you can do that, provided you get yourself an interface like this one. So these interfaces come in different forms. This one has got 3 relays, 3 optocouplers, and you connect your load this side. So your input from your Arduino development board comes from here. It comes from here, goes in there, and you drive your load. So just now I'm just going to show you how you can create, or how you can do the wiring for that, how you can couple this to your development board, and how you can actually drive the relays to drive your load. So I'm just going to show you now how we wire it up and how we activate the relays. I'll just also show you a simple code that you can probably run to activate or drive the relays. So in our case, we've got 3 relays, but some boards come with more than 3 relays. Maybe you want to drive a number of components, or a number of motors, or a number of pumps, or a number of lights, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want one section to drive the lights at the house, the other section to run the pump, the other section, you can do a lot. So this is probably what you need, but some are even bigger than this. Some have got even 8 outputs. So it depends on what size you want. There are also single channel drivers as well. So it's up to you. You choose the one that is good for you. So right now I'm just going to start wiring up our relay interface so that you see how it works. So on here I've got my power supply. This power supply, I'm going to use it to drive the relays. So because the current that I get from this board is very little, I can only be able to drive the optocouplers, but I cannot drive the relays. So for the relays, I'm using a separate power supply. For those who were following from the beginning, we introduced a power supply, and I showed you how I developed the power supply. If you want to get to know about it, just go to the beginning of our publication, and you get to understand what we are doing, and you can easily follow or keep track of what we are doing. So right now I'm just going to make some connections and run a simple code to show you how you can drive loads using relays and optocouplers. So the same principle is used in the industry where they are running PLCs. The PLCs usually drive loads in the same manner. They've got relays inside and there are optocouplers inside. So your load is driven through relays and optocouplers. Then you can run probably your elements. If it's an extruder for making plastic or melting plastic, anything, or if it's running a fan, or it's running a pump, or it's running solenoids for pneumatics or hydraulics. So all that happens through these relays. So, okay, I'm just going to show you now, because usually those solenoids probably used 48 volts, some use 24 volts, some use 110 volts, some use 240 volts. So it depends on your load. But you can actually use a controller like this one to run your load. I'm just going to wire it up and I'll show you how it activates the load through relays. So just follow me now while I'm wiring up so that we all get to know what is happening.